afternoon, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. We have arrived here at Audi of St. Paul where I am picking up my 2007 Audi S8 that was in again for service. This time we had both of the high pressure fuel pumps leaking fuel inside the motor, which is not a good thing. So I brought it in here to them because, I'm going to throw this out here because apparently quite a few of you didn't watch all the way to the end of my last video where I explained that I had an extended warranty on my car, and that is the reason I brought it into the dealer for service. Normally, yes, I would work on my own vehicles or I would find a third-party mechanic to work on them, but in this case, with the extended warranty that I had on my car, it made the most sense for me to come in here and get it sorted out through the dealership and hope that it got covered under the warranty. So let's find out, did it get covered under the warranty? We'll go over that in a little bit. I have the paperwork right here, so let's go home and talk about it. But let's take a look at the car here first. And they actually have a beautiful R8 sitting in their service bay here that they brought inside the other day to get out of the hailstorm. So beautiful R8 in there with the carbon fiber and the carbon fiber spoiler on it. That is another kind of a goal car of mine. I'd love to get into an R8 at some point. Maybe not the second gen, maybe the first gen at first, because I really would love to have that gated manual in the V10, of course. But with all that being said, let's hop in the S8. I actually have to stop off at my son's football practice on the way home, but then we'll go over everything they did to the car, what was covered, and we'll go over how much it costs to get these fuel leaks fixed. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that, and so let's head out and get on our way. Like every time I don't drive this thing for a while, I get back in it and it still surprises me with that low end torque and how actually quick it is for the size of this car. It's still, after 8 months of ownership, this is still a really fun car to drive, and well, it sounds incredible. So as I make my way home here, I want to take a second to thank John and the team at Audi of St. Paul. I know last time I talked about how it took a little longer than I had hoped and how I was a little disappointed about that, but this time I feel that the team there really knocked it out of the park. I called up on a Friday morning or Friday afternoon and made an appointment for Monday morning. So they got right to my car on Monday, and I had a phone call on Tuesday about 1 p.m. So just after noon on Tuesday, the car was done and ready to go. Now, I didn't even have a chance to pick it up till today, which is Wednesday, but they're friendly every time. I appreciate John. He's a good guy to work with. I just want to say thank you to them. So I don't know if any of you guys at the dealership watch this, but thank you guys for a quick turnaround time. Appreciate it. Customer service was great. I don't want to knock the dealership experience at all. I know I say I don't take my cars to the dealer and I only take it because of the extended warranty, but I don't have a bad experience there. They worked everything through my warranty company. I didn't have to do a single thing, and I appreciate that. So let's get back to the house, talk about everything that was done to the car, and because I know that's what you guys want to hear. See you guys back at the house. Alright, here we are back at the house. S8's in the driveway. Good to have it home again. Always a good feeling. Let's take a quick look under the hood at the high pressure fuel pumps that got replaced. So here they are right here, all nice and shiny. They got that cool, that kind of a goldish tint to them. look really nice and clean. They're almost like a little jewel sitting on top of each cylinder bank here. Very clean install. Everything looks nice and tidy. Everything's nice and spotless. If you missed my last video, this whole unit here had to be replaced because it was leaking out of the little valve on the end here. There's a little hole in the side of it, you can see here, and fuel was just seeping out of there and running down the wires and dripping onto the valve covers here. Really happy to have that done, and glad we got it taken care of when we did, because obviously having fuel leaking on your car, especially over the engine, especially after watching Tyler Hoover's Ferrari 355 just burn to the ground, and it's a little unclear whether it was actual power steering fluid or a fuel leak, because I've heard the power steering fluid was leaking, and then I heard they smelled fuel, so I'm not really sure what it was there. But yeah, leaking fuel on your engine is nothing to mess around with, so I'm glad we got it taken care of. It's all good now. So let's take a second to go over what they fixed and how much it cost. Alright, forgot my paper. Alright, so let's take a look at the damage that was done on the Audi. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have an extended warranty on the Audi. I did not purchase the extended warranty new. Like I've stated in past videos, I paid $75 to National Warranty to transfer it from the previous owner's name to my name. So let's go over the costs on getting the high pressure fuel pumps replaced at the Audi dealership, and then we can go over what my warranty covered. Here's the notes from the technician. Found that both right and left side high pressure fuel pumps were leaking fuel from the metering valves. Replaced both the right and the left high pressure fuel pumps. Found that the seal on the connector for the right side fuel pump was compromised by the leaking fuel. So they explained that a little bit. When you have a snap together connector, they a lot of times have a rubber O-ring inside of them. Well, in this case, fuel was leaking on that O-ring, and it caused that O-ring to swell, making it so that that O-ring was no good anymore. So they did have to replace that connector on, it says right side fuel pump. They also had some sort of housing that had to be replaced. I wasn't quite sure what that was, but it was only $11.20, so it couldn't have been anything too major. So starting on the first line is labor, of course. So labor for replacing all of that is $371.69. Moving on to line 2, we have two high pressure fuel pumps at $560 each for a line total of $1,120. Moving on to line number 3, we have the mentioned plug with the O-ring that was all messed up from the fuel making that O-ring swell. Two of those at $3.50 each. And then we have that housing. I wasn't quite sure what that was, but some housing for $11.20, one of those, which brings us a grand total of $1,509.89. So for those of you that were curious as to why I just didn't buy the parts and replace them myself, since they were so easy to access, let's go over what my warranty covered. So my extended warranty covered everything. I walked out of the dealership today paying $0. So needless to say, the $75 that I've spent on transferring that extended warranty my name has paid for itself many times over already. So very pleased with that. Thank you, National Warranty. Great shout out to you. I am going to inquire what it would cost, and if it's even possible for me at this point to add another additional extended warranty onto the car when this one's up. I do want to find out that information, and I of course will share that with you. I will be curious to see if they would even allow me to extend the warranty even further. So I'll keep you updated on that. I hope this is helpful for any of you guys that may have similar issues with the fuel pumps leaking or didn't even think to check it. So make sure you check those fuel pumps, because the last thing you want is fuel leaking down onto your valve covers, exhaust manifolds, etc., etc. Hate to see one of these things turn into a melted pile of aluminum. I hope this was informative, helpful. If you guys want any of my Auto Detour merch, such as this sweatshirt, the link is down below for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys next time.